Hello, my name is Drew Aikman. This project is for a business plan called Drew's Detailing. I'm a senior at Wando High School, and my product my service would actually be a mobile car detailing service. I would strive to be the best, most affordable mobile automobile detailing service in the Charleston and East Cooper area, and I would go anywhere in Mount Pleasant, Sullivan's Island, Isle of Palms, Daniel Island, and the Charleston Peninsula to detail a customer's vehicle at their workplace or home. I would, it is for the middle to upper income target market, and my business would be a sole proprietorship because it is my idea, and I feel that I would have the most success running it by myself, as I would start out being the only employee of the business. The reasons I feel I'm qualified to run this business is because I have a great interest in cars, and I love washing cars to make them stand out and shine, and I've taken 4 business classes and worked in 2 sole proprietorships, and I feel that would give me enough experience to know how to deal with financial planning and decision making. My business is in the car washing industry, which made $6 billion in revenue for 2012, and in the zip codes listed, which are the cities I mentioned earlier, the total population would add up to be 117,000. And with the target market being middle to upper income adults with busy lives, that would make up about 4.99% of the total population, and I got that info using the 2010 census. With the demographics being middle to upper income adults with too little time to drive to a car wash, the geographic is 128.5 square miles with a total population of about 117,000 people. The psychographics, time is money. I do not have time to take my car just to get washed. Buying patterns, they prefer to spend money than spend time. They prefer to buy the most premium item, and they prefer to spend money now to save money in the future. The competitive advantage, my 2 main competitors would be Splash Tech and Liquid Highway. I have the cheapest price for interior and exterior detailing, whereas the cheap price for Liquid Highway only includes the exterior. I would say I have a high quality service, and I'm fast and energetic. Splash Tech has a moderately high quality, and Liquid Highway has a high quality as well, but they're not very fast in my personal experience, though they're very good. The location would be mobile to Mount Pleasant, Isle of Palms, Sullivan's Island, Daniel Island, and the Charleston Peninsula. Splash Tech's location is mobile anywhere within 20 miles of Somerville, and Liquid Highway is a centralized location, and they do not do a mobile service. I use name brand car soaps, and so does Splash Tech, and Liquid Highway has a high reputation in the Mount Pleasant area. I'm a fast, energetic, and charming teenager. Splash Tech has a very nice website, and Liquid Highway has a very convenient location. With the product being mobile car detailing, places Charleston Peninsula and East Cooper area, price a competitive and reasonable price to grab the business of consumers who are loyal to the competition. For promotion, I would put flyers in local businesses, as well as quite a few business cards with each of those flyers to pass out to anyone who noticed the flyer and was interested in the company. I would also offer my services at workplaces. I would offer to wash the employees' cars while they work, and I would use social media to spread word of my business. Business cards and flyers would cost about $10 a month. And I would have fundraisers that I would host periodically, probably quarterly at first, where all the profits for a day would go to the Red Cross or another qualified charity. If the charities seem to help me with my business, then I would make the charities happen more frequently, being bi-monthly or monthly. Personal selling, I would tell friends and spread word of mouth, and I would use social media, which costs nothing, and I would have no sales promotions or other, so my total monthly payments would be $10 a month for advertisement. For my cost of materials and labor, I would use car soaps, which is variable depending on the size of the vehicle I'd be washing. Rags depreciate over time. If you use them in the washing machine, they start to tear up after a little while. And gasoline, I have a very fuel-efficient car, so it would not cost me too much to drive from place to place. And it would take me an average of about 2 hours to wash a customer's car, and the total cost of service sold will be about $23.69. The selling price is $50 to $90, depending on the size of the vehicle. The cost of service sold would be anywhere from $23.69 to $29.69, depending on how far I had to drive and the size of the vehicle. So my contribution margin will be anywhere from $26.31 to $60.31. Average monthly fixed expenses with insurance, advertising, depreciation on my vehicle mostly, and also my equipment, and business license divided by 12, spread up over the year, would be about $396 for my average monthly fixed expenses. My time management plan, I would spend 101 hours on free time. Of course, that has to include sleep. I would spend 40 hours a week working and 7 hours trying to find new business using social media and going to businesses to offer my services or hand out flyers and business cards. And school with my commute, I spend about 20 hours a week doing. Monthly sales projections for my first year, they would start out a little slow at first because people would have to find out about my business. I know people who would be interested in getting their car washed through me, especially if it was to help me start a business. And people would be asking their friends, wow, how does your car look that clean? Who did you go to get your car to look like that? And over time, I would get more business, especially during pollen season when cars are starting to get that yellow-green color. People want their cars clean, they can't stand that color. And especially towards summer where people are happy, they're spending money, they want to look good and feel good by having a clean car and looking stylish as they go about. And then towards winter and fall, the sales would start to decline because it's rainy and cloudy and dusty, and cars don't stay clean for very long. And when they are dirty, it's hard to notice until they have thick mud on them. Take me about 16 units sold every month to break even, and my net profit would be anywhere from $12,500 to $33,900, depending on the average size of the vehicles that I was to wash. Oh, and since most people in the area have larger vehicles, it would be closer to the higher number of $33,900. And my startup investment, I would need car soaps, microfiber rags, a pressure washer designed for cars, a 50-inch hose and nozzle, and 3 5-gallon water tanks. Overall, and then with an emergency fund of $2,000 and a reserve for fixed expenses fund of $5,000. Overall, my startup investment would be about $7,700. My return on sale is about 35 cents to the dollar, and my return on investment is about $1.62 for every dollar I invest. My financial strategy, I've been unemployed for a while, and I would only be able to pitch in about $313 from my own savings account, and I would borrow the rest from my dad with an interest rate that is not a notable amount. I'd mostly just be helping him around the house and for the rest of my life. And business responsibility, I guarantee customer satisfaction. I have liability insurance if anything were to go wrong. And philanthropy, I would host the periodic fundraisers where all the profits of the event would either go to the Red Cross or another qualified charity. And as I said earlier, if it seemed to be very helpful, I would host them more frequently. Short-term business goals, I will use social media to spread word of my business, and I will work as hard as I can to maintain the quality of my service to impress new customers. Long-term, I plan to expand into cities such as North Charleston, Pawleys Island, Myrtle Beach, and more, and also to gain more employees and open up centralized automatic car wash buildings. And short-term personal goals, I'll work hard every day to gain a good recognition and a good networking base. And also, I will learn how to manage my time more efficiently while I attend the College of Charleston. And I hope to become a respected person among my local community in the long term. Cleanest car and the most charming smile you'll ever see. Drew's Detailing. Are there any questions?
Judges have 3.5 minutes.
I missed
Yes,
your
sir.
comments on the average monthly fixed expenses. Did you say they were monthly or that?
Average monthly fixed expenses, yes, sir, they are monthly.
So if you multiply each of those by 12, you're going to get your annual fixed expenses.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty heavy fixed expenses to carry there.
Well, that includes my car insurance and business license.
That's not, he's asking, is that monthly? The $350 a month
Oh.
insurance?
Yes.
I don't think that's monthly, is it?
Well, that's car insurance and liability insurance. I know my car
You're
insurance.
talking over $3,000 a year.
Yes, sir.
And the same for, okay.
Do you have any ideas about how you can increase your productivity during the fall months when it's colder and you may not necessarily be that concerned about their car, or where you might be able to expand in another area? Have you thought about that any?
I have not. I have actually thought about it, but there's really not a lot that I could do that would be in the same business category. People just simply don't really wash their cars as much, or want them to be washed, you know, when they have to pay during the fall and winter seasons. So
So you just watch a whole bunch of cars in the summer?
yes.
And this is mostly weekend work?
No, this is during the week. Right now I go to school about 3.5 hours a day. I only have 2 classes as I'm a senior in high school, and during college I'm not actually sure what the schedule is, but I would learn how to manage my time more efficiently.
So you could do work during the week?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, this is including Monday through Saturday, with having Sunday completely off.
The key to the business is getting people away from the other people that they're doing business with.
Right.
It's not really starting people to wash their cars who never did
Right.
that before.
Right. My prices are much lower. Whoops, I passed it. Than my competition. And also, there aren't any mobile detailing services in Mount Pleasant, in the areas that I've listed, except for a little bit of Splash Tech and some other very low-key people who just do it individually. So I feel that I would be able to grab the competition with my prices and quality.
So getting these people to move from the current competition is going to be basically the cards that you're going to be distributing?
Yes, but also, my prices are lower. My quality, I believe, is higher. The picture on my flyer is actually of my car after I washed it the first time that I did. That's my own work. And I've had my car...
Before and after.
Right. Well, that's true. I actually had a 30-second pitch, but it was on some software which I couldn't get to work on my own computer, so I'm assuming it's not working on this one. But anyway, I do kind of have a before and after, and I think my main thing is I could have other promotions, such as, like, if I was to wash maybe the smallest car in a workplace's lot, and show them what it looked like afterwards, maybe more people would want me to come back the next week. So, thank you.